Good morning, Cancer. This is Grand Madam for your November 2019 reading. We're going to start with the Moonology cards by Yasmin Boland. I'll be clarifying these cards with Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Deck. Okay? So, I'm going to use Celtic Cross Spread and see what's going on with Cancer from now through the month of November 2019. What's going on with Cancer for the month of November 2019. One more. Okay, Cancer. This is nice. Luck is on your side. This is your present energy. New moon in Sagittarius. Your challenge. Time to take a breath. This is the decimating moon. So you've got a lot going on. Time to hit the casinos. Things are going your way. But it's time to sit down for a few and take a breath. Now, in your past, you had built up a lot of momentum to work on your goals, life in general, and this has brought you the luck that you have. In the recent past, it seems, it was very important for you to communicate your ideas and express yourself emotionally and intellectually as well. The outcome, whatever you did, Cancer, it's working. Expect a powerful change in your near future. Let me move these cards over a bit. This card, this is Moon and Cancer, new Moon in Cancer. You and your family are safe. So evidently you've gone through some major transformation, a major change. And even though it may have been a bit painful, why do I say a bit? Even though it may have been a major challenge, it had been painful. You're safe now. Let's see a little bit more about you here. Yeah. And as difficult as it may seem, bring the unconditional love back into that situation. That's new moon in Aquarius. Look at things as platonic as you possibly can. Yeah, this card's saying emotions are running high, and this is a super moon. I'm going to clarify that with the Gilded Deck and maybe some other decks, depending upon what I'm feeling. Yeah, and this is, I think you were so shaken by the situation that you began to doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. It's safe. You're safe. Show the world who you are, who you really are. Stop hiding. And the final outcome, Moon in Virgo, full Moon in Virgo, that is. You're worth it. You are good enough. If anything, the situation you just left, or if you're still in it, what it's showing you is that you are worthy of love and you have value, if nothing else. Now I'm going to take the Gilded Deck, and we are going to, let's see, which card will I like to clarify? I'm going down here to New Moon in Aquarius card, bring love into the situation and find out what was going on, and maybe get some more details, and maybe provide you with more guidance. So what? Clarify. New Moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. What needs to be done now? That didn't go too well. How many was it? 3? These cards don't want to shuffle. Stubborn situation, huh? one more. For Cancer. Okay, let's see what was going on. Home life, 10 of Cups, activity. The arguing has stopped. Thank you, God. But the heartache remains. And the card above that talks about how emotions run high. Clarify what the argument was about. Clarify heartache. Clarify. The arguing has stopped. Clarify broken heart. Arguing, clarify broken heart. Spirit. Guide this reading for Cancer. Now, Cancer, just because it says bring love into the situation does not mean you have to stay in a situation that's unsafe for you or it's hurtful to you. What that means, basically, is accepting the situation as it is with wishing no ill will to the other. So, choice had been made with lovers. This is the Moon card, Pisces. An interesting card in that it talks of illusions. It talks of things going on behind the scenes that you're unaware of. But it also talks of discovering what's going on behind the scenes. 10 of Pentacles. Whatever was going on, money was the focus, money was involved. And I'm not talking chump change. The truth came out rather harshly, and you found out a lot of that money was being thrown away on addictions, obsessions, hip-hop, sex, rock and roll. You name it. When the Devil card comes up, what this really means is that someone is putting too much of themselves into things that are taking them off their path. They've put too much money, they've put too much time, they've put too much of their life into fake stuff, of fake realities. They're trying to create a fake sense of success, a fake sense of love. And eventually it just blows up in their face. Yeah, chaotic energy, Knight of Swords. And the cards just keep on going. Evidently there was 4 of Cups reversed. No offers even are being made. No apologies coming. Like daggone. But with this Emperor card, the Emperor is in charge of lands. The Emperor has kingdoms to rule. For you, Cancer, you have your family to rule. You have yourself to rule. That means what you're probably going to do is to smooth out and heal whatever this situation, this 10 of Cups, 3 of Swords, Lovers situation is. Because your family's disrupted and everyone involved is in need of healing. This impacted a family. So even though there were 2 lovers, what those 2 lovers did, it literally blew a family apart. And it's the Emperor's job to pull it all back together. Yeah, that's bringing love into a situation. Now, it goes back to communication is key. It's going to take a lot of heart-to-heart communication to resolve this issue. The issue came about in the first place because you felt unworthy. Something was missing in you, Cancer. And you reached out. You thought sex would fulfill you. And all it did was bring you down. All it did was bring you down. You were wearing a mask. You were being fake, Cancer, or someone was being very, very fake with you. When you find yourself, we all have these situations where we feel for some reason we're not good enough, or we have doubts, serious doubts of not being deserving enough. And that comes from what you experienced in childhood, as a little child, sometimes as far back as an infant. If you cried for food and the food didn't come fast enough because the adults weren't there, or the adults were busy, or the whatever the delay was, that might make you feel you weren't good enough to be nourished. You weren't good enough to be loved. And on in elementary school, it could be the same thing. You wanted to join the Campfire Girls or the Boy Scouts, and mom said, no, we can't afford that right about now. Or, even worse, you don't need that. And it was your heart's desire at the time. Little things like that, harmful, what appears to be harmful can be received as, I'm not worthy of it, or I'm not good enough for it. I don't deserve it. I don't need that. Then that's not for me. And we carry that into adulthood. And when we carry it into adulthood, we find ourselves in adult situations where we have attracted people who treat us the same way, but consciously treat us the same way. It's not that mom and dad were too busy with the other kids. It's not that mom was cooking and couldn't come away from the stove until after the meal had been finished to feed you. No. In adult situations, you really attract culprits who will take you for everything you have and give you as little as possible. And that's what's happened to you, Cancer. It was a three-way situation. Now, whether you created this three-way situation or you were pulled into a three-way situation, that is the crux of the matter. Someone was determined not to give themselves in a situation. And in a three-way situation, that means the other two people had the same problem with feeling not good enough about themselves. So in the three-way love triangle, everybody's only getting a piece. Somebody's being made to wait, and no one's getting properly nourished. So now, ask a question, Cancer, and I'm going to ask Spirit to answer either yes or no. Spirit, what is Cancer's answer? Cancer, the answer is no. You're out of it. Take time to breathe. You and your loved ones are safe. Make peace, but I would suggest that you don't have to go out of your way to do that. It is more important for you to heal this feeling of lack of self-worth. This feeling of I don't deserve the best. I don't deserve love. Of course you do. You deserve your love. You deserve to be nourished. You deserve equal give and take in any relationship you find yourself in. And you also have to communicate that strength to your children. It's your job, Cancer, for the month of November 2019 to become whole again. This is Grand Madam. I send you much love. And thank you for hearing me out, Cancer.